welcome back to Budget Beauty. This is our main series where I do a look from start to finish and I detail what I'm doing all the way through and what I want to do with it, and we make some informed choices. I am Lindsay Beatty. I am the face and the creative force behind Budget Beauty. And this is a very special episode. This is not our weekly episode. This is a very special episode because I'm doing my makeup. My husband's birthday is today, and we're getting ready to go out to dinner. And so I was like, I'll do my makeup. And I asked him beforehand, I was like, what do you want me to do? What kind of hair you want me to wear? What do you want me to... I was like, listen, this is your day. You choose. And so he was like, I said, you got a choice. You got either Jessica Rabbit or you got Elizabeth Taylor. And he was like, I pick Elizabeth Taylor. And he was like, I want you to save Jessica Rabbit for Saturday night when we go out. And I was like, okay. So normally, y'all know I'm very much an independent woman. I pick my own things. I do what I want to do. I wear my makeup how I feel like wearing it. But every so often I do ask my husband, what do you think? What do you think I should do with this? What do you... And he's like, I don't know. It's whatever you decide, babe. And I'm like, okay. But then I'm like, pick something here. These are your choices. And you pick something. So that's what he did. So for his birthday, I was like, you decide what you want me to wear. So I'm wearing my red dress that I have. It's a bandage wiggle dress that I got off of Amazon. You guys have seen me wear this. I wore it when I did the Jessica Rabbit episode, probably about 3 episodes back. And I've worn the black version of it also. But this is a red. It's a red version of that dress that I've worn before. It's a black one too. I have a black one and a pink one. I wore the pink one. Actually, you guys have seen the pink one. I wore that for my birthday in my special episode for my birthday. So let's get started. We're going to try to do this makeup very quickly and try to get it done super fast. Good luck. Good luck to myself. So because we're doing Elizabeth Taylor, we're going to do some things a little differently than how I've done it previously, just to change things up just a tad. So I'm trying to think to start. So I'm going to do my face, and I'm wearing my rings, so I got to take my rings off. I'm going to do my face first because that tends to go faster when I do that first. And so the last time I did this, I did it the other day. I did my makeup the other day, and I used the e.l.f. I tried to give this one more try, and it wasn't terrible. I don't know, maybe I just was applying it wrong the last time, but I'm going to use this. I know we said no e.l.f., but I already have this, and I'm trying to use it up and get her gone. I know. We said no e.l.f., and we are very much supporting that e.l.f. boycott. So I have not bought e.l.f. to replace anything or, worn anything differently. So I'm using this. This is the e.l.f. Stay Cool Primer Stick. It's a stick, and it is a cooling stick, and it does have cooling properties. So I'm trying to use it up and get it out of the kit because like I said, I didn't really like it a whole lot. I didn't like the after feel. That did not feel great on my face. But I realized the last time I did this, which was the other day when I used this again, I reached in the kit to start using something a little different, to start using up my primers that I had just laying around. I used this, and I realized as I was using it, I was like, you gotta rub it in your face. I'm trying to remember if the last time I used it, did I rub it in? I don't think I did. The time before when I was like, I don't like this, I can't remember if I rubbed it in or not, or I was just like, oh, this is just a stick and I can just put it on my face. And no, you gotta rub it in and smooth it out and You can't just slap it on and be like, oh, here it is. So, yeah, once I rubbed it in, it was fine. It still is a little bit stiffer than the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. The pump that I liked so much from e.l.f. It's still kind of stiff. So, yes, it's better. Okay. Let's get some primer underneath them eyes. I did not put that under the eye. Okay, so now we can go ahead and start the face. So I'm going to use ColourPop tonight. Oh, I dropped it. It was in the kit and I dropped it. We're going to use ColourPop tonight. And we're going to do the way we have been doing. Where we've been taking this 10, or we were going to use the 10. Hold on a second. I got to grab it because I dropped it. Okay. Sorry about that. I dropped it. This 10 that I have some extra stuff in. I'm going to use this. This is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation in the shade 157W Dark. So, we're going to use that. Shake it up a little bit. I really probably only need one pump. We're going to take this brush. I found I really like doing this now to apply my foundation. I really like doing this where I do it with the stripe in the areas that I know I'm going to put foundation. One pump is definitely all I need here. Because I can maximize that one pump. And that is what I did. Now this other pump in here is still the leftover of the Natural Radiance, Juvia's Place Natural Radiance. Also too, you notice I pulled my hair back with some clips because trying to pin it back was a challenge. And once we put this on here, I'm trying to hurry up. I really like this ColourPop foundation too. It is really good. Try to get under here. Try to get some down here. Fill in this space. I'm aware that I don't necessarily need to put it in all of these areas, but because I will buff this out and it will be I'm going to get it on my face. Like, I'm going to fill it in on my face. I'm not putting a whole ton up down the forehead because my hair is going to cover it. Try to get that over the lip. Okay. It's pretty full coverage too. I'm very pleased with that. So you guys, I did a beauty haul episode because I went in Sephora earlier today. Y'all, tell me why I was going to get me some Gaga. I went to go look at Lady Gaga's, I went to look at Haus Labs. And I was like, man, I'm going to get me some Haus Labs. I'm going to get me some. I'm going to try me some finally. Tell me why Haus Labs foundation is $49. I was like, excuse me? Gaga. And listen, I promise you, it is good foundation. I've heard nothing but positive things about that foundation. Also, Gaga, and I love Lady Gaga. I promise you, my music collection, that newest album got several bangers. Several. The Fame Monster, bangers. Okay. Born This Way, bangers. Okay. But I'm like, Lady Gaga, I'm not spending $49 on foundation. I love you. Girl, I love you. I would probably scream, cry If I met Gaga, I probably would. But absolutely not. I am not spending $49 on foundation. That's asking too much. And I illustrated it to a friend that, and my point was, baby doll, I can get what I need out this foundation. I can get it in another product, Juvia's Place, and I can get 2 of those for $49. 2. I can get 2 of the I Am Magic Velvety foundation. I promise you, I am. I have done it and will in the future. I can get 2 of those for $49 and not break the bank. Fantastic. I promise you I can. But I knew that, and I knew it was going to be expensive because, like I say, I went in there and bought mascara for $32. So, not surprised, but at the same time, Gaga, that's too much for foundation. Like, but like I say, I mean, I'm telling y'all, I have heard wonderful things about it. Absolutely wonderful things about it. Fantastic. But not $49 fantastic. So, baby, I'm a poor makeup user. And I have disposable income. Don't worry about that part. Your girl got disposable income. As you can see, foundation is on. Now, I need to use some, this is medium to full coverage, but as you can see, I have a spot here, so I'm going to use some concealer. We're going to use our Juvia's Place number 7 I Am Magic concealer. I'm going to use this to cover that spot and buffer out and put it under the eye. See if I need to do any other spots. I got a spot down there, but I'm not that concerned about that. Let's do that over there. I usually have to put it on the sides over here. If I need to use any concealer, I have to put it on like the sides of my face because I will get acne up there, and then your girl does not resist the urge to, you know, pick it. So we wind up having to cover it up with some concealer. Now, this concealer is a little dark with this. However, we are going to lighten her up and fix that with some stuff. with some setting powder. I was trying to think of what I was gonna say, but setting powder. Now too, so that I can talk about this now. So I have finished with work. I have finished my work, and we are out of crunch time, and we have wrapped up our engagements. I know I talked a little bit about this in the last video with my husband, but we have we're out of crunch time finally. So what we did was we wrapped up our engagements for the main year, and we are working on the secondary year because we do engagements for two periods at once. And so we're working on that second period now. And it's not as much of a rush because you can kind of slow down once you got that main year out the door. Main year was the main problem. And the one we were most concerned about being on time with. Now we can't really sit up here and take all our time to do the secondary year either. But as you can see, now that spot is cleaned up and covered up. But and I'm gonna set my face once I do everything here. Okay. Now, for eyeshadow, we're going to worry about this eye stuff now. Yeah, I'm very pleased that we got that done. And I kept thinking we were done and then we weren't done. And it was like, bro, what are we doing? Why are we not done? And, yeah, it was taking a hot minute to get that finished, but we got her done and we are going to be on time with it. We have gotten it to we've gotten the audit done, and we've gotten it to review by the folks, our client. And so client has some time to review and get it back to us. And then once they are finished, they will tell us, yeah, we agree with this, or no, we don't agree with this. Here's some stuff to fix what you found. And maybe that'll suffice, maybe it won't. But it is out of our hands. We're now waiting on someone else to do their part and get it back to us. So we are anxiously awaiting that to get her out the door. But I'm very, very proud of myself. I feel like I did a good job. I feel like I learned a lot. This was my first one as an in charge. And I feel like I contributed and I helped and I taught, and because I taught other people, I did have staff of my own. And I did try to teach some things and impart some wisdom as I was going. These are the things you'll encounter when you get over in your division, because they're not permanent in my division. My division is separate than the division that they're going to permanently. So I was like, but this is stuff that you can take with you. Learn how this works. Learn how, because the foundation part of this is what you're concerned with. Not necessarily the intimate details, but this will help you be a better auditor in general. So I'm hoping that they took something from working with me and with my bosses that they can use when they go to their division. I'm hoping. What I'm applying now is my eyeshadow primer. This is the NYX Ultimate Shadow and Liner Primer. And I'm trying to get her on the eye real good. That was this. So I'm hoping they took something from that, and that it made a difference for them, and they understood a few little more things. I know they're excited about going back to their side permanently, but because they do not want to be on my side. They've expressed they don't want to be on my side, and I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. No skin on my nose. I don't particularly care, but all right. But I'm like, well, hopefully you learn something. I'm going to use this to do my under eye while I'm waiting on my eye to dry. This is the Epic Ink Liner from NYX. We're going to do a black underline. Since we're doing Elizabeth Taylor, we're going to do a black underline because that's what she did. So yeah, I was very, very excited that we got her done, and we got the reports done to report our findings. And we had a meeting where we discussed it with the client, and it was like, this is what we found. Standard meeting. And of course, I am not at liberty to say what we talked about, nor do I want to talk about the client itself, because that's confidentiality. But just know that we had a good meeting. It was productive. We got it done. So we are out of crunch. Some bad news though. My buddy at work got let go. I'm really sad because that's my guy and he was my mentor. I don't know if he knew that, but he was my mentor, and I tried to learn a lot from him. And I've really enjoyed working with him, and they didn't really let me work with him too much in the last probably like year or so because we were on the same level. I came in not knowing anything, learned from him, and got to the same level. But he was still senpai. So yeah, I'm upset. I was distressed, and I made my distress known. It wasn't that I was like, oh no, I'm so sad my friend left. No, I was like, no, I'm upset about this. And they were like, well, we knew you were going to be a little upset about it. I was like, yeah, you should have, because I'm not pleased. I mean, I'm not surprised, because I knew it was coming, potentially at some point. I just hoped it wasn't coming. So you never want to see somebody lose their job. And you never want to see somebody that you like go from the job. So yeah, I was upset about that. I was real upset about that. But there ain't nothing I can do about it. But yeah, I took note of several folks' reactions to this, and I was like, really? All right, I'm gonna remember that, and I'm gonna keep that in mind, how you acted, because I don't like that. I don't like how they acted. So I'm gonna keep it in mind. Anyway, so yeah, he's doing all right. It's a bummer. I really did not want that to happen. Black pencil, we're now gonna, because my eyes are dry. That NYX dries very fast, which is good. We're gonna do this over the eye. We're gonna cut the crease with the black. And I'm using my Barbie mirror, so that's why I'm leaning down like this. So let me sit up a little bit and see if I can do this a little bit better. This is kind of wanting to skip. No, God, don't skip. Because I'm not really trying to be tight with you. I kind of want a soft crease cut here. This is Mr. Soft Pencil. This is Mr. Soft Pencil. So, okay. But yeah, I really did not want that to happen. Hoping that situation was gonna get better, and that he would be better, but alas, he was not. But otherwise, work has been going okay for me. Trying to learn how to get the job done and do it right. and learn it well. We're going to keep that around just in case. And then I'm going to, now for the eyeshadow also, though, we are going to do the black over the line, because that is what she also did. I'm trying to decide, do I want to do that first or do I want to do that second? I think I will do that second. But for the eyeshadow, we are going to use this. This is the ColourPop shadow stick in the shade Honey Barbecue Metallic. I'm going to use this on the eye. And I think I'm going to do this first. So bear with me as I put this on, because then I'm going to draw the black over the top of it on the lash line. I know a lot of people line that lash line first, and I usually do. Y'all know I usually line that first. But I've discovered that doing it second is actually easier. Then I don't have to worry about filling in and worrying about overtaking the black, because the black is really overtaking the eye here. Okay. Almost done with the eye. Trying to draw this on real quick. Coming up, I will be working on the secondary year for work, and then I'm going to be working on new engagement. I'm not doing single audit this year. I do not believe I will be doing single audit, and I'm fine with that. I am perfectly fine with that. I didn't mind doing single audit, but it's not my favorite thing to do. I know people are like, but it's auditing. Yeah, it is, but I also have preferences. My preference was not to do single audit. My preference was to do Medicaid. Do Medicaid auditing. So, all right, that color is on. Now we're going to do the black over the lash line. I'm trying to hurry up here. See, now I can draw across. That shouldn't be a problem. This is the ColourPop Gel Cream Liner. This is in the shade. Y'all, you know I usually use this all the time to do my black. So, I'll tell you in a minute what the shade color is. But it's the one I always use, so. This is the shade Swerve Matte. like I ain't know that. I'm mad. Like I didn't know that. But yeah, my preference is to do the side that I'm actually on permanently. And I'm like, yay, I can focus on learning this now and getting good at it. Because this is my first time as an in charge and on the side that I want to be on, in the division that I really, really want to be in. So not only am I'm permanently over there, but this is my first time where I am dedicated and teaching myself how to do it. All right. Eyes are done. At least the eyeshadow part is. All right. Now, mascara. So, I went to Sephora, and this was part of my beauty haul. This is what the beauty haul was. I went to Sephora, and I got more of the size up. And I'm very excited because that was what I went in there for. We got to put some primer on first before we do that. Let me get some primer on my eyes. I guess I'm going to use this. I'm going to use the Volume Booster primer. I have about 5 minutes left, which that's about right. Shouldn't take long to get this done. What I have left to do, because all I have left to do is set my face and lips. And setting my face does not take long. Dinner time tonight will be 7:45, and that is why I'm like, I want to leave here, give myself time to get out there, and be on time. I do not want to be late. It's a Thursday night, so they're not probably super busy, but we have reservations, so I always make reservations just in case. So I am trying to be on time. This is the Essence Super Volume Booster, and that is why it is showing up white. Because theirs is white. At least this one is. In the Essence line, this one is white. So and we had breakfast this morning. He asked to go out to breakfast, and so we did. That's the first time we had been. So that entire time during COVID, we didn't eat out. We stopped eating out. in restaurants. We would get things to go. I can tell you, we probably funded several restaurants here in Columbia for their to-go services because we ate to go all the time. We were not going and sitting down in a restaurant nowhere. And so we didn't eat out. I think pre-COVID, we kind of didn't go out to eat a whole lot. We kind of we were winding it down because I was in school still for this accounting degree. And so, we didn't really go out to eat. So we hadn't been in that restaurant and sat down and ate in years. Probably at least 4 years. Probably at least, I know pre-COVID, so maybe 6 years. But we were getting it to go, and we would order online and go pick it up. And so we went, and we actually sat down for the first time in that restaurant in 6 years. It was good. It was good breakfast. I got what I usually get. And it was good. Kind of miss eating out and sitting down, but yeah, I do kind of miss it a little bit. What I like about this Size Up mascara is that it does make my lashes like pop. They aren't popping right now because they're really, really stubby. I mean, they're there and they're kind of long in certain spots. I'm trying to be careful about messing up my eyelashes, and snatching them out when I'm trying to take this off, but take off mascara and things, but trying not to put 8 million coats on here either. Okay. Now I can see in the magnification that of this Barbie mirror, that they are super jumped up. But it doesn't really look like it. I know on camera it doesn't really look like it. But I promise you they are very full right now. So too, there's been a development. So I know you guys remember me talking about in my follow-up with my makeup after my sister-in-law's wedding. So with the parents-in-law just acting up. So what happened was this morning, of course, parents called for birthday. And so he talked to his mom. He talked to my mother-in-law. And my father-in-law called. And keep in mind, where we last left off in the saga, father-in-law wasn't speaking to us because, for whatever reason, I guess he thought that was a cute idea of what he pulled at sister-in-law's wedding. And I was like, God, do you really think that's a smart thing to do? You in the wrong here, but all right, be my guest. You won't make an ass of yourself, be my guest, but we'll see. So he called and told husband that he wanted to meet for lunch on Monday. And husband was like, I want you to come. I was like, thankfully, I will be working remotely on Monday. So yeah, I can come if you want me to. And he was like, we're going to have a sit down and talk to him. I'm like, do we need to though? I don't really want to have this conversation because it's not going to go well. It's not going to be well received. And I'm going to be very unpopular. I mean, I'm already unpopular as it is, and I don't particularly care, but this is going to make me extra unpopular. Because he might not like what I have to say. Because I, as the daughter-in-law, seem to be the one that has the problem. And it has already been addressed once. I don't feel like I should have to address this again. I shouldn't have to talk to you again. We grown. Everybody in here is super grown. My husband just turned 47 today, okay? Promise you, my husband is super grown. What I did was, by the way, just then I added some of that Essence false lash, dramatic false lash effect. And this is the Call Me Queen. I'm using this to spread out the lashes. Ooh, my eyes don't like that. Me pulling this up and doing this while I'm trying to put this on. It does not like me doing that. But yeah, I was like, he not gonna like me. He's really not going to be a fan of me. He already not a fan. I mean, I kind of picked up on that a long time ago. This ain't nothing new. I picked up on that. So, you're not telling me that I don't already know, guy. All right, eyes are done. So, yeah, I was like, yeah, I already know that. I already know. You don't like me. It's cool. All right, we're going to set the face. This is the Juvia's Place Warm Honey. I'm debating, do I want to use this or do I want to use the I Am Magic setting powder? I think I want to use the I Am Magic setting powder. I think, because this will lighten this up. This should lighten this up, though. We'll see. I'm going to put it in here, and I'm going to see if, I'm going to see what it's looking like. Okay, so this is the I Am Magic setting powder. And I'm going to use this to set my face. So I'm taking it, I'm putting it on the puff and priming it in my hands. And then I'm going to start applying. I'm not going to wear any blush tonight, I don't think. Not really in the mood to wear blush. This is actually fine. I feel like this will be fine. It's not going to make it super light. So it should be fine. So yeah, I'm like, he already don't like me very much, and that's cool. I don't really need his approval. Considering I'm a very grown person, and my husband is also super grown, and I got a daddy. My daddy might be trash. Make no mistake, my daddy might be trash. But your girl still got one. He's still alive. And y'all know how much I revere my mama. And my mama is the one that's dead. So I, am stuck with the parent that I don't really care for a whole lot. But the fact of the matter is, I got a daddy. He just doesn't factor into my daily life at all, in any way, shape, or form. I couldn't tell you what my daddy is doing right now. Well, actually, I probably could tell you what my daddy doing right now. He probably watching football, college football. But we don't live in the same state. We don't live in the same city. So, yeah, I don't keep up with my daddy at all. But my daddy is still alive. I have one. So I don't necessarily need good old Pop there to factor into my life. Same thing with my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law may not like me, but guess what? I don't need her approval for anything. I had a mama, and she was fantastic. So, listen, I'll cling to my dead mama before I cling to my alive mother-in-law. Based on her behavior. Like, so fast. Just awful. An awful person. So, no, I don't, not particularly that jumped up about having a relationship with either one of them. But they seem to be, and I'm like, I don't know what you're concerned about with me for. You shouldn't be concerned with me. Just know that your son is in good hands. That's all you need to know. I promise. I promise. It is a tale as old as time. Mother-in-law does not like her daughter-in-law. And thus expresses her displeasure to the father-in-law. And in this case, my father-in-law has taken it upon himself to be the messenger. And I'm like, sir, no. No, thank you. That's not going to work. That's not going to work at all. Sir. It's not going to work at all. I don't care. Trying to make sure I'm covered my face evenly here. I think I did. I feel like I kind of missed these cheeks a little bit, but I know I patted these cheeks. Y'all saw me pat these cheeks, so it ain't that. All right. Face is done. Lipstick. All right, so I got a new lipstick. This is a new color. It's the Sephora Cream Lip Stain. This is called Risky Red. It is a deeper shade than the one that I already have, and I am very, very excited to use this. So I'm trying to find, this is why I'm leaning off camera, trying to find some type of color to put on my lips. We're going to use this brown. This is the NYX lip liner, retractable lip liner in the shade Coca. So let's go. So I like to line my lips, and I like to do my lips after I set my face. Because as I have found, sometimes I might get setting stuff on my lips, and I don't want to do that necessarily. All right, Sephora, you really not want me to open this. Because this don't want to come off of here at all. And not want to open. I can't really, I have to peel this label off a little bit. And then, see if I can get this plastic off of here. They put plastic around this section here. That's what's taking me so long to get this off and open. All right, there we go. Okay. Which, okay, cool. Give me all the safety measures. I'm cool with that. I'm gonna take that sticker off. All right. Lips lined. We're ready for red. Okay. All right. As y'all can see, that's a very quick lined lip. Your girl can line them lips real fast and get that lipstick on real fast. I really like this red. This is a stunner red. So, all right. We are now ready to set with setting spray. And then we are done. This is quite possibly the fastest. I have done it in about 30 minutes before. With like doing a full face and all of that. This is the Marshmallow setting spray from NYX. Whew. This is the Sweet Full Fan to dry. This fan does help so much to dry my face. I am very pleased with it. I'm gonna throw my pearls on in a little bit before we walk out the door. Husband should be ready by now. With this red dress, I'm gonna wear my red shoes. I have some red sparkly shoes that I bought from Amazon. So we were matching. And I'm gonna grab my red sweater. I have a red cardigan. Okay. See if we can get it in the corner right. Okay. This don't look good. I think we look good. All right. Face is done. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the completed look. Let's put earrings on before we take down hair. So y'all can actually see what it looks like with the earrings on. Because you ain't gonna, once I take this hair down, you're probably not gonna be able to see my earrings. So. I'm wearing the weird earrings that didn't want to stay on at the wedding. So we're going out of town for his birthday. Maybe, I think we were planning to go tomorrow. Chin was itching. So I've learned, just don't like scratch it, just tap it. If you just tap the space on your face that's itching, it tends to stop it. And that way I don't disturb the makeup also. All right. Let's get this other backer on. All right. Okay. Take this hair down. All right. And that is the completed final look with the hair in place. Okay. We're good to go. I love it. I am going to pin it, I think. I am going to try to pin this a little bit. Just a tad. Just to keep her kind of out of my face there. I have not tried to wear this hair with any, like, I think I did wear a scarf in it once. I haven't really put a flower in it or anything, though. I'm sure it's cute with a flower, but I've not tried to do anything with that just yet. Okay. All right. If I sit here and fool with this, I'm going to play in it entirely too much. All right. So, that is the hair down and done. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the completed look. So, I want to thank y'all for watching. I'm going to get out of here. Try to get dinner real quick. Thank you for watching. I'm very pleased with this look. I love how it turned out. It looks really good. Thanks for watching. Come back and watch more of our videos later. We have the breakdown, which is from finish to start look, where I take a completed look and break it down. We have the main series, which is my weekly episode where I do a look from start to finish and detail what I'm doing. And then we also have the beauty haul where I detail all of my beauty purchases. I want to thank you for watching and come back and watch more of our videos later. Peace.